Football, the world's most popular sport. Few other sports can even hope to have its amazing social magnetism. Sports! And where there is a popular sport, you can expect a popular video game behind. FIFA is a powerhouse on the world of sports game, a yearly series that never fails to move games and systems like few others. Every year, a new FIFA. Every year, new system requirements. So, the most recent entry might be a bit hard to run on an older computer. Not to worry, because it is actually super easy to improve performance on this game. This is the LowSpecGamer, where we're willing to play low-quality football on your request, and where no genre is safe from the downgrading. So, forget about photorealistic sports simulation, because we are making this game run. Look at this launcher, doesn't it just scream professional game development to you? I jumped directly into reduced settings because by default the game already launched me to what appears to be the minimum settings. There's not a lot to work here. The minimum resolution is 720p, rendering quality is low, anti-aliasing is off. You can remove frame rate limits and you can disable the aero theme in Windows, which will work on certain versions of Windows to free up some needed resources. But the result is nothing I would call stellar. The game has its good performance moments, but it fails too often to be useful. But there's a tiny and simple tweak we can do to make it better. This game's configuration file is located on your Documents folder, FIFA 16, fifasetup.ini. On a quick look, the configuration file looks the same as the configuration screen, but there's a small detail that makes all the difference. But before that, so far the game does not seem to support any lower resolutions, but feel free to try, and if anything works, please let me know, I really want to know. However, what is really important is this variable over here, rendering quality. Apparently, the lowest the setup allows is 2, but the game will take lower qualities at 1 and 0, which can help a lot with performance. I'm going to put it to 0. You will notice some difference in illumination and background details with this change. And here we go. And this is the part when I regretfully inform you that not only am I terrible at this game, but my knowledge of football is very bad. This is the part where I disappoint you terribly. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa, okay. That was immediate. That was absolutely immediate. Okay, give me a moment, I need to focus to actually fix this. This cannot stand. My honor is on the line. This game's hard. Yes! Yes! No! Freaking defense. I mean, I'm not completely oblivious to the absolute phenomenon that is football. I mean, it's impossible to be, given the city where I live in. You end up hearing or learning things based on... Oh, yes! No! Oh, so close. You end up learning and listening to things out of osmosis, just listening around. Yeah! That's how you do it. I'm pretty amazed at the narration system. I really feel like I'm hearing the narration. Whoa! Shh, that was close. Yes, come on, let's do... No, that's not what I intended. And yes, for those that probably are asking why I have this game set up in Spanish, it doesn't feel natural to play this game, these two teams, and have narrators in English. It doesn't feel right. My mind tells me I'm doing something wrong. Whoa! No! Hey! Guess what, guys? The game crashed. So, be warned, this happens a lot on this game. Especially when you're trying to use something like fraps to measure performance, it crashes. We can do this. We can do this! Yes, it's open! No. That should have been stronger. Whoa! That was so simple. I like that. Well done. Well done. Also, I have already talked very well of the narrator system in this game, how real it feels, but the animations are stellar. I mean, the graphics, obviously, we have reduced them, so we can't really talk about that, but the animation of the players running around is stellar. No, that doesn't smell good. That doesn't smell good. And done. Was the stadium whistling, Ronaldo? I'm very surprised at this game. I'm really surprised at this game. I mean, of course, that's Ooh. All the fans are the same. They all look the same. They all same freaking rendered over and over again. Just like in real life. Just kidding. The one time I get distracted. The one time I get distracted. That is all for this episode. Spoiler alerts, the game remains tied. But hey, at least I did not lose and shame my city, and I had some fun in the process. No. As always, take a look over my Patreon if you want to help me improve the channel, something that I try to do with every new video. If you do not know what Patreon is, I made a video talking about it. Feel free to ask any questions. And a huge thank goes to Asad Mirza, who is my first patron. You rock, man! And now, LowSpecGamer Giveaway. Last time I asked about your opinions on class variety, and the winners are Rodrigo Gustavo, Emmanuel David Silva, and The Bug. Congratulations! The question this week is simple. Many people consider football one of the most entertaining sports to watch, so what is the most interesting video game to watch other people play? Once again, we are granted with 3 prizes this week. For a copy of Abyss Odyssey, leave your answers on comments. For a copy of Enemy Mind, leave your answers on Twitter. For a copy of War on Phobos, leave them at the LowSpecGamer Steam group. Thank you to the people donating these games. I keep learning about you with every giveaway, so don't stop now. See you on the next video. What the hell just happened? Oh god, is this normal? What is god? I have no idea what is going on.